My name was Jasmina, an orphan adopted by the Thorn family, a wolfless omega, the weakest member of this territory. Before dinner, I was feeding the horses in the stable. It was the work I had been assigned to do ever since I was little. Jasmina, go change into something presentable. It's the full moon ceremony tonight. Don't embarrass the Thorn name. She turned and left, not even waiting for my answer. Moon goddess, if you truly exist this year, could you give me a wolf? Even the weakest one? I didn't know it then, but this night would destroy me. On my way to the altar, I stopped by Jackson's chamber to call him. I had a crush on my foster brother Jackson since I was 14. He never really looked at me, but tonight, maybe fate would be on my side. Jackson, the ceremony is about— Look who we have here. The wolfless Jasmina. Come to watch?
Jasmina? What are you doing here?
I came to call you for the ceremony.
I don't need you to remind me. Go.
I stood in the empty corridor. A candle behind me went out. After dinner, I followed the pack to the full moon ceremony. But when the bond pulled me toward Jackson, my heart fell apart. My mate is you?
How ridiculous for me to be mated to a wolfless being. I, Alpha Jackson Thorn, heir to Blue Moon Pack, reject you as my fated mate.
That night, I left Blue Moon Pack and the man who had destroyed me. Until 3 years later, Jackson and Stevana's engagement invitation was delivered to me by a messenger. I stood at the entrance of Blue Moon Pack again, dragging my travel chest behind me. You're finally back! Rowena, my only friend, ran towards me just like she had 3 years ago. Tonight, you need to look good enough to make them regret everything. It's just an engagement party, not a battlefield. For you, it's both. I thought 3 years were enough to forget him, but scars didn't disappear. They only hid deeper. In the hall, everyone was blessing Jackson and Stevana. Look who came back, the wolfless girl he rejected. Congratulations, you finally picked up what I no longer wanted. But when I saw Jackson put the ring on Stevana's finger, my heart still ached. I turned away from the hall and escaped into the garden. If I had a wolf too, would everything be different? The garden torches suddenly went out. In the darkness, a pair of cold eyes seemed to be watching me.
Hello there, baby vixen.
Who are you?
Roderick Fitzgerald. So, this is your safe haven from your scandal? The one rejected by Jason Thorn, the wolfless Jasmina Thorn.
Shut up. Rage boiled in my veins. Then something inside me stirred.
Looks like someone finally has a visible wolf.
I lunged at him, sinking my fangs deep into his neck. It was only later that I realized what he had said. What? A visible wolf? I have a wolf? I embraced this stranger happily. Rowena stood at the garden entrance with a glass in her hand, her eyes wider than the glass. Do you know who he is? He's Roderick Fitzgerald, Alpha of the Lycans! My heart dropped. I had just bitten a Lycan Alpha. I came back into the hall. Jackson's gaze was already pinned on me. Roderick returned too. He stood by the fireplace, speaking to another woman as if nothing happened. Stop staring. Come play around and get your mind off him. Dice game on the table. No backing out. When it was my turn, Doria smiled wickedly. Without a doubt, I lost. The loser, Either begs Jackson to take back his rejection, or kisses a random stranger. Beg Jackson? Never. I could feel Jackson watching me, so I walked toward the most dangerous man by the fireplace. Excuse me. I rose on my tiptoes, wrapped my arms around Roderick's neck, and kissed him in front of everyone. I meant to pull away at once, but Roderick caught my waist and pulled me back into his arms.
You started this, baby vixen. Who the hell do you think you're messing with?
Jackson stormed over. Roderick stepped in front of me, his eyes cold enough to kill.
She's not yours anymore.
In that moment, I suddenly sobered up. Roderick could return to his territory and walk away from everything, but I would stay here and become the new joke. Let me go, Roderick. What do you want? A one-night stand, then leave me here? Roderick's hand stilled. He let me go, and the amusement in his eyes vanished. Roderick hadn't come to Blue Moon Pack only for the engagement party. He was also here to renew the peace treaty with my foster father. The Lycans were too powerful. If the treaty failed, Blue Moon Pack wouldn't survive a war.
Jasmina Thorn. I want her as part of the peace treaty. Are you insane? We're not handing her over to you! Sign the treaty, or my pack declares war on you. You won't survive 3 days.
My foster father's hand shook as he signed. Jackson lunged at Roderick, who caught him by the throat with one hand and pinned him to the wall. I watched the Jackson's feet leave the floor, his face turning red. Please, Roderick, don't hurt him. Roderick let go, then he turned to me.
Sign it.
My hand trembled, but I signed. I had just sold myself to a man. That night, my foster mother came to my room.
Jasmina, I have a plan. You don't have to go in.
What plan? Carrie Jackson's child. She was telling me to marry the man who had publicly humiliated me. Once you carry the heir of Blue Moon Pack, Roderick can't take you away. I'm saving you and I'm saving this pack. But all I heard was one word, use. She gave me one night to think it over, then left. But that same night, Roderick Fitzgerald broke into my chamber. How dare you, climbing through my window!
If I wanted to use the door, no one could stop me. I just prefer privacy. You know what I want.
I don't.
I want what's mine. You.
He pinned me to the bed in a heartbeat. His body was pressing me down, his hands locking my wrists above my head.
You're trembling. Is it fear or something else?
His hands released my wrists and slid to the edge of my Nike. A knock on the door sounded and I froze. Roderick stilled as well. Hide, please. I did what no one should ever do. I shoved a Lycan Alpha under my bed. I opened the door. Jackson stood there. His expression was dark.
I'm giving you one last chance. Marrying me is the only way out.
No, Jackson. 3 years ago, you rejected me in public. You humiliated me.
I can apologize. But Jasmina, we grew up together. I can't throw you into a den of wolves. Carry my child. That's Mother's plan. You have to comply.
Never. Get lost. He left. I locked the door. Then Roderick crawled out from under the bed, his face dark as a storm. He had heard every word. Roderick, I can explain.
You better sort out your feelings for Jackson. Sooner or later, you'll belong to me.
He didn't speak again. He just gave me a look, then climbed back out the window, vanishing into the darkness. I didn't sleep that night. I knew a storm was coming. The next morning at breakfast, the atmosphere was strange. Jackson was silent. Mother avoided my eyes. Roderick stood at the door, a thick parchment document in hand.
We already signed. That was not enough. She will belong to me forever. Belong to the Lycans, including the children in her womb.
Jackson lunged at Roderick. This time, Roderick didn't even use his hands, just an elbow strike, and Jackson flew into the wall.
Sign, now, or I erase this pack from the map.
I rushed to Roderick's side, grabbing his wrist with both hands. Please, let them go. I'll sign. I picked up the quill and signed my name on the contract. The next moment, Roderick threw me over his shoulder. Mother was crying. Father hung his head, and Jackson, Jackson didn't even look at me. In that moment, I was finally done with him. Roderick carried me out of the hall and shoved me into a carriage already prepared. I struggled. I begged, but he never once softened. The carriage traveled through the night for a full day and night. I listened to the hoofbeats and the driver's shouts, drifting in and out of sleep. I woke up in a massive 4-pillow bed. Someone had changed me into an almost sheer silk nightgown. 2 maids stood outside the door, holding my old gown. Clearly, they had changed me while I was unconscious. The bathroom door opened. Roderick stepped through, wearing only a towel. It's tied loosely around his waist. I thought I'd be put in chains, forced to do hard labor, always on call, and expected to service you on schedule. Isn't that what a captive is for?
You're mistaken. Perhaps that's how things are done in your territory. But here, things are done with more civility. You may be treated like a queen.
Fine. I don't need your services. But it seems you need them more than I do. He walked toward me. He braced one hand on the bedpost, leaning down.
You think you're clever, don't you? You have no idea what game you're playing.
On the 3rd morning, alarms blared through the castle, sharp enough to tear the sky apart. Roderick burst into my room.
Rogues attacked our eastern border. Stay here. Don't go anywhere.
Rogues? What are they?
Mongrels with no pack and no honor. They're capable of anything. Don't make me worry about you.
He left, leaving me with servant Sarah and a heart full of fear. My lady, Lord Roderick will be fine. He's the strongest warrior on this land. But what if he's not? Are you worried about Lord Roderick? No, I'm just worried about myself. Her words were like a mirror, reflecting something I didn't dare face myself. That night, I found a bottle of spirits. Probably a trophy Roderick kept. I didn't care. The first glass burned my throat. By the 3rd, my thoughts blurred. By the 6th, I finally had the courage to tell the truth.
Jasmina, what are you doing?
You're back. Look at you, alive again. Great Roderick Fitzgerald, always fine.
You're drunk.
No, I'm not! I'm not drunk! I'm clear. Finally clear enough to see everything. I'm not her. I'm not Stevenna. I'm not anyone's replacement. Do you hear me? His face froze instantly. I had poked at something very real. But you know what? Even so. I want to kiss you. In my drunken haze, I stood on tiptoes, my lips brushing his jaw. His body went hard as a statue. I thought he would kiss me. I could feel every muscle in his body coiling tight.
No. Not like this. Not when she was drunk and didn't know what she was doing. Wrath, enough. She doesn't belong to you today.
Who are you talking to?
My wolf. He's going crazy. Because of you.
He picked me up and laid me on the bed, his movements gentler than those of the warrior who had fought bloody battles at the border.
Sleep, little one. We'll talk when you're sober.
Don't go. Don't leave me.
Sleep. I'll stay with you.
Through my blurred vision, he sat there for a long, long time, until I fell completely into sleep. The next morning, a hangover headache hammered at my temples. Roderick stood by the window. Last night, what did I say?
Everything you shouldn't have said while sober.
Like what?
You mentioned Stavana.
That name hit me like a bucket of ice water. I remembered. I remembered everything.
Who is Stavana? What does she mean to you?
That's not a question you should be asking. You brought me here, so what? I'm supposed to be some obedient little bird in a cage? I've got plenty of questions for you, too.
You can ask anything. But don't run faster than your own shadow, little one. Run too fast and you'll trip.
My shadow? What does that mean?
It means there are too many things in this world you don't understand yet. Take it slow. I'll teach you.
Sarah appeared before my bed, holding a deep blue gown, attire fit for a noble gathering. Lord Roderick wishes for you to attend today's Lycan Pack breakfast gathering. A Lycan breakfast? So I'm finally allowed of this luxurious prison? My lady, please. The hair and makeup will take time. These are Lord Roderick's orders. An hour later, I looked at myself in the mirror. I looked like a noble. But deep inside, I felt like a fraud wearing a mask. At the entrance, Roderick stood waiting for me. But I stopped in my tracks. I'm not going in.
You will.
Why? Why should I play your... My words were cut off by his lips.
Because you are mine. Now, take my hand and walk in.
The banquet hall was packed with the elite of the Lycan Pack.
Everyone. This is Jasmina. From this moment on, she is my lady. Any disrespect to her is a challenge to me.
Long live the Lord! Hail the lady!
He had declared it publicly. This wasn't the title of a mistress. This was the declaration of a mute. What are you doing?
It means exactly what you think it means.
But I never agreed. His kiss was fierce, deep, as if he wanted to take something from me. I kissed him back, my fingers digging into his back.
Stop, Jasmina. We have to stop.
Again? You're pushing me away again?
I need you to be mine, not as a forced captive, but as a willing mate.
After the breakfast gathering, I became the center of everyone's attention. To catch my breath, I slipped into the castle gardens, but I soon found myself lost. Lost, aren't you, poor little thing? I turned around. A tall blonde woman stood there, like a viper coiled at the center of the garden. Who are you? I'm Isabeau. You must be the new little pet. You haven't heard of me? Then let me enlighten you. I am Roderick's fiancé. You're lying. Ask anyone. The entire pack knows. You're just his new toy, darling. Once he's done playing, you'll be discarded. Just like all the others before you. Isabeau's smile was elegant and deadly. I didn't return to my room. Isabeau's words burned through my veins like venom. I needed proof. I needed to see with my own eyes. whether he was really deceiving me. I tracked his scent, that pine and musk, through the forest all the way to the border. The battle had clearly been going on for some time. Several rogue corpses lay scattered ground, and the air was thick with the stench of blood. Then I saw him, but not in human form. A massive wolf stood amid corpses. Its fur was like armor woven from obsidian, blood dripping from its fangs. Rogues lunged at him one after another, and he tore through them with his claws as easily as ripping paper. Then a wounded rogue saw me. He flashed an ugly grin and raised his knife.
Look, Lord Roderick's little pet is lost. Come here, sweet thing.
The cold gleam of the blade approached me. Roderick let out a sky-shattering roar in the distance. Then the world went black. I woke up lying on an unfamiliar bed, Roderick's face hovering above me. He looked murderously furious.
You almost died. Do you understand that? All because of your stupid, selfish, damn stalking.
I wanted to see.
See what? See me kill? See what war looks like? You could have asked! I told you, ask any question! But you didn't. You chose to act on your own. You chose to let your scent drift across the border. If I hadn't heard your heartbeat, if I had been half a second late...
He couldn't finish. His hands were shaking. Not with anger, with fear. You're scared. You were worried about me.
Of course I was worried! Do you think losing you means nothing to me?
Then why didn't you tell me about Isabeau?
Isabeau? How did you...
I met your fiancé in the garden. She very kindly informed me that I'm just one of your many new toys.
It's not true.
Then what is true? You have a fiancé. What exactly do you want from me? My palm crashed into his cheek, the crack echoing like thunder in the dead silence. The world stopped spinning. I had just slapped the Lycan warlord across the face. I could feel death breathing down my neck.
Feel better?
No, not even a little.
Isabeau was a political arrangement. An engagement I never agreed to. I'm working on ending it. It takes time.
He used the word time again. But every time he said time, it felt like a stall tactic. Roderick forbade me from going to the gardens. But Isabeau always found me. Ah, the little pet is still here. I thought you'd be discarded within days. I'm not a pet. Of course you're not. A pet at least knows its place. You don't even know what you are. Let me save you the guessing. You're not the first. Roderick has had many women. Blondes, redheads, brunettes. You're like a collectible. He publicly declared me his lady. Ah, that. A performance. To spite me. We had a fight, you know. He always uses new women to punish me. Every one of her words felt like a poison needle dipped in honey. I didn't know what to believe anymore.